Hi everyone, my name is Gail D'Souza and I'm a love coach. And the areas I actually specialize is love in relationships, which can be from heartbreak, it can be from, single to soulmate, it can be from going through just a hard time where you just don't really believe that you're lovable and there's somebody out there who will love you for who you are. So today the subject I'm going to be talking about is accelerate towards your soulmate, and this is if it's something that is of interest to you, then I suggest that you apply for this wonderful breakthrough session. But before we go any further, I just want to obviously make sure that this is right for you and you're ready to take the steps to put the pedal in the metal and start accelerating your way to love. Before we go any further, I wanted to also just check if you're the right person on this teleseminar. So, are you serious and ready to attract your soulmate? Because sometimes I find people that they say they want this great love, but then at the same time, they, as soon as a bit of instant gratification where someone's showing them a bit of attention and battering their eyelids, they obviously stop going on this journey and pursue that. And then after that process where it's failed, that's when they revert back to saying, oh, they are serious and ready to attract their soulmate. So I just want to make sure that's you on this program. Also, the ones who have got to the stage where they're saying dating has become harder as you get older. Now, the only difference with this is just that you're a bit more discerning in who you're attracting into your life and to share your life. But when it comes to the actual um, romancing side, that is basically going back to what it was like being teenagers in love. So that's another person who possibly would be beneficial to this webinar. And then basically you're having difficulty in attracting the right guy or gal. It may be that the circle of people that you're around, you're attracting the same people, or it could be a matter of an attitude adjustment that you need to go through. So that's another person who this will benefit for. The other thing is, those people where, for example, someone falls down and say online dating is the way to go. But statistics have it that there's only about 5% of people that goes on to, more of a solid marriage commitment stage. So if you can imagine the millions of people who are online dating and only 5% actually make it through. So those are the people who are also interested in what I have to say. And then the next one is, more often for, in particular, the women, or on some occasion it's the guys. Why aren't you married? And the plain simple thing is that you haven't really found someone who's right for you, and you're not going to compromise and settle your own individual freedom and happiness just to be with someone. And we're no longer in the days where people just date, because of societal pressures and things like that. And you are deserving of the best, so you can have the best. So these type of the questions that I get from the people who need help and support in my coaching, and this webinar for breakthrough session is targeted to those people. I would also like to reassure you that I am not one of those coaches out there who says it's a numbers thing, that you have to kiss 100 frogs to actually find the one. Because one thing, I don't believe that, especially if you're an introvert and you don't feel comfortable going out to certain places. It doesn't mean that you're going to be left out of love. So I don't believe it's a numbers thing. I'm with the method that I teach. It even helps soulmates to actually attract one another and even land in each other's laps. So, and the other thing is, I am also not one of those coaches that say that you have to enhance your body, or go out and get a boob job, or go out and spend a fortune on a wardrobe just to feel confident in yourself. I don't believe that is the journey when you are attracting love, in particular your soulmate. And you don't have to do the things that are uncomfortable for you, because if you keep changing yourself and hiding who your true self is, your soulmate won't be able to recognize you. How I actually help people is based on the knowledge of information. In particular, some of the things that I teach is actually spiritually based, but it does actually help people, step into a world of love where they are with someone who they're co-creating. And this quality of information is not freely available, and some of the things that I do teach is actually cutting edge. So it is, in particular, valuable information. Also, I look at addressing the pain barriers that have actually got you to where you are actually struggling with love, and you just are really ready to commit and find that one who's right for you. And more often, this journey is actually helping you to actually attract the things that you want. But the beauty of this, it even upgrades you to even things that you wouldn't have thought of. So not only it's helping you what you want, it's also uplifting it to something that you would have never actually expected and dreamed of, because it's information that is adjusting what your previous attitude has been towards love. As everyone is unique and individual, what I do is actually try and sit down and actually look at a person and go through what they have experienced in their love life, and help them through the blind spots, which may be the blockages that prevents them for love, prevents them to actually finding love. So, and these are various different techniques. I myself have got about 100 different techniques, but they all apply to someone who, it could be even different levels of their life, what information they're able to retain, information which, is easy to them, because everyone's learning ability is totally different. So I actually pride myself on how I do help people through, and actually help them to develop, the mental equivalent to actually step into this life with a soulmate and embody the tools and techniques, so that this helps them not just for the time that they are actually looking for love, it actually helps them throughout their life, and steps that they can apply in different areas of life, and to maintain that soulmate level of a relationship throughout their life. Finally, what this breakthrough session is to help you determine exactly what you want. And if that is, for example, really admitting to yourself that, you want to be married, and have that dream wedding to someone who you love. It may be even, going through pushing boundaries of having children, even though you may be in your 40s, for actually having children. And people may have actually said to you, it's too late. So it's actually, but pushing through those boundaries. For example, Janet Jackson, she was 51 and she had her first child. So, but what we want to do is also up level you, so you're having your soulmate and your child and building that life with a family. Some of you may not even want children, you just want to find that love to actually have that companion, so that you can go traveling and doing the things that you want to in this life. But no matter what, whatever the journey, it's your own personal journey. And as a coach, I sit down and work with you to how to get you to where you are. So this breakthrough session is to define what you want and try and see where we can get you. Also, for those who want to go further, I can explain a bit more further of how the coaching process actually works. And like with anything, you invest in your relationship, because that is something that will help you into that boundless happiness that you desire. And remember, a lot of people will invest more on their mobile phones than they do in their relationship, or they'll invest more on their car than their actual relationship. So I want to help you to get to the level where you're actually investing more in this relationship, that will allow you to have many mobile phones and many cars with the person who is right for you, your soulmate, and the one who will love you um, constantly and never do anything to harm you. So, if this all excites you, it's something a bit different to what you've normally experienced. It's addressing some of the issues that you are finding in your quest for love. Then, what I'd suggest is sign up to the breakthrough session. We'll have a breakthrough session. I will try to give you information that can help you on your way. And if it is something that you wish to delve further into understanding a bit more into soulmate relationships, I'll actually be able to advise you what different programs I have on available. And let's get you stepping into a soulmate journey, a soulmate love that you will never regret that you've embarked on. My name is Gail D'Souza, and I'm a love coach and help people in different areas of love.